Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Fly Like an Eagle podcast, episode 5. I'm here with my guy, Big D. How you doing, man? How you
I'm
doing?
all right.
Well, we got a lot of shit to talk about here, so let's just get it started. First,
All
I
right.
want to know, who's your favorite Eagle of all time? Who's your favorite Eagle player of all time?
Well, I've already made a top 5 favorite Eagles of all time. That's one of my most recent vids.
There you go.
For you guys
All right.
as a chance, you can go watch that shameless plug.
There you go. So, all right. So let's just get right into it, the nitty gritty then. How do you feel about this team going in? How do you feel about it? You're excited, different? How do you feel?
Honestly, I do not know. I've said it in previous chats before, and I'll say it right here, right now. I have to see at least 5 games before I can make any real determination on what I think they're going to do or anything like that. Definitely have a lot of potential, I could tell you that. And I like the fact that there's even some non-Eagles channels that are saying that we're a potential dark horse contender. I do like hearing that.
Yeah. Yeah. I just like the fact that we just have a good roster already built on paper. I need to see it on the field first. And I'm honestly getting tired of the people saying, like, oh, we're going 17-0, 15-2, winning the Super Bowl. I can't stand people like that. I really can't. Like, we didn't see anything yet. So how can you be that excited for going 15-0? It's ridiculous, don't you think?
They're definitely overestimating our chances. I mean, I can understand it. I'm going to be as patient as I can with it, but like like you said, and like I said, I need to see at least 5 games in order to determine what this team's going to really be like. I got to see at least 5 games because I think that's a very decent sample size to really determine anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's basically what it is. And yeah, so you feel the same way about Jalen Hurts? Like you need to see him on the field again? How do you feel about Hurts?
Well, I got to see what he can do this season, but so far, all the criticisms I had are warranted. I mean, his skill set is insanely limited. I mean, there's a lot of things he still can't do, but I've been hearing things that he has worked on it this offseason, which it's already in the step in the right direction. He has one thing going for him, and that's his mentality, and that's the one thing that's going to get him over the edge, or at least has the potential to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, he can definitely take that step forward. He's just got to put in the work.
He definitely puts in the work. Like you can definitely see it. You've seen the film through the off season. He surrounded himself with Tom Brady, Tom House. I mean, that's basically what you got to do. Surround yourself by the best of the best, and let's just see if it works. And uh, he's the whole thing. If he flops, then this team is not gonna do anything. Like Jalen Hurts has to be the guy, but if he's not, we got draft picks to follow up with. Like we got the Saints pick from next year. So we got a security blanket.
Absolutely. And not to mention, I mean, I've had some people reach out to me about drafting a QB in this year's draft, but next year's draft has a much better class.
Yeah, it does. Bryce Young, what is the other guy? Stroud? I think his name is something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, quarterbacks are
Hopefully
definitely
it doesn't get to the point where I start thinking about those guys, but
yeah.
we're gonna have to see.
Gotta see.
All I know is number one on my hit list is Washington. That's the team I want to beat the most. That's the team I hate the most. I know that's going to be different than what most other people think, but That's how it is.
Yeah, yeah. That's different. Most of the Eagles fans tell me that they hate Dallas the most.
Oh
So
yeah, I used to as well until this latest crap with the whole caving into the weirdos, the whole
yeah.
railing falling, the cheerleader Costa Rica scandal, and now a turncoat QB that used to play for us that's there now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you
The
forgot
fact that
about
the
the
fact that there are
stadium.
still Wentz apologists to this day is pathetic.
It honestly is. It is. I don't know how this man sleeps at night just ignoring the fact that he didn't even apologize to the fans at all. And can you imagine that game? Those fans in Lincoln Financial Field. Oh my God.
Not
That's
just the
gonna be
link, but even FedEx Field, that dump stadium, it's going to be 80% Eagles fans. Trust me on that one.
hmm Yeah.
Because those stadiums, they always get invaded by visiting team fan bases.
hmm Yeah. It's just crazy. And
I think it's even worse than the Rams one before they started winning serious.
yeah. Yeah. And especially there's
I think the Rams winning a recent Super Bowl should fix that.
hmm yeah, and especially their stadium, how they almost killed Jalen Hurts. I mean, if you of course you remember that, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I was talking about. The railing falling over.
hmm yeah, it's
You
just.
went to check on those people and see if they were okay.
I mean, they were okay. They were laughing and taking pictures, so they were
That's good. Oh yeah,
okay there. It's crazy, it really is. So, I guess it's too early for you to do like a schedule prediction. I guess you're
I don't
not.
think I'll be doing a schedule prediction this time.
Yeah, I respect that. I really do.
I mean, I
Like,
know I did so last year, and that ended up to be a complete. Well, it wasn't a total failure. We won less games than I predicted, which is fine. Which is
mhm.
all right. It is what it is.
Yep. It is what it is. So, how do you feel about Miles Sanders coming into this season? Like, for me, I'm not the biggest Miles Sanders fan. I am not.
I also personally think he's insanely overrated. But at the same time, he does a decent job. He can work within the flow of an offense, and we would be fine. But I personally think he's replaceable, and I'm not about. If we bring him back on a cheap deal, I wouldn't be upset about that. But never overpay running backs in this day and age ever. We're doing perfectly well with a three-headed monster.
Yeah.
I just hope we still have a power guy. But
Yeah, I
Boston
think
Scott, I think, is our best runner, and Kenneth Gainwell's not too shabby either. He showed that when he started getting more touches.
yeah, for me, Kenneth Gainwell, he could take the snaps from Miles Sanders any day. Just his ceiling is sky high. Like, I love Gainwell, and we just got him in the 5th round in that draft, and I'm like, how did he fall to the 5th round? I'm still asking myself that to this day. It's just so weird how he fell.
I don't
Um,
know. Maybe there were other choices that were more popular than him.
I guess, but dude, it's just like he had 8 touchdowns last year, correct? He had 7, 8?
I have not checked that,
I'll
but I
look.
wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Yeah, I'll look at that real quick.
Oh yeah. Speaking of touchdowns, that's actually the running gag. That's actually the knock on Sanders as of the moment.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because in the times where because in those goal line situations they ran with Scott.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, he had 6. Okay. Gainwell had 6. That's 6 more than Sanders. Like, people keep on telling me it's more on the coaching than Miles Sanders, but for me, it's just like it's both. I
It
mean,
is.
Miles Sanders had to open runs sometimes. You gotta give him some.
I'm not making excuses for anybody anymore. But like I said before, he still works within the flow of an offense. But he's never going to be that superstar back. But that's okay. He doesn't need to be. We'll be good enough even if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, Yeah. But Miles Sanders, what really bothers me about him is that he dances, he goes left and right. Like he doesn't go forward and back. He goes left and right, tries to find a
Oh
hole.
yeah, he tries to do too much.
Mm-hmm. He's trying to be the LaShawn McCoy again. He's trying to do that,
Right.
which that's not gonna work. So for
No.
me, it's just like just go up the freaking, just go forward. And
Right.
people are telling me that we should go after Kareem Hunt, and I like that if we could go after Kareem
Oh,
Hunt.
that would be cool, but I don't think they're going to do that.
I
I
don't
mean,
think.
they try. This organization does try to be a bit squeaky clean when it comes to acquisitions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just look at the whole debacle with Watson, and I was one of the few that I was one of those that wanted him, but I wasn't gonna get all bent out of shape if we didn't grab him. But now you got that whole thing going on again. Personally, I think most of it is a damn publicity stunt, but you never know.
Yeah, the whole thing is, I mean, the Eagles fans always wants to get the best players at each position, but it's unlikely. Not every single position is gonna have an A+ guy. Not everybody
Absolutely,
is.
absolutely not.
Mm-mm. I mean, the safety is the worst part of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm still hearing about that one Cincinnati guy, but
Jesse Bates.
if we could land him, that would be great. But I do expect that we go into the season with Epps and Harris as the starters.
Yeah.
Might just have to tough it out and see what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they might do something, but I doubt that.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about James Bradbury? To me, that was a big upgrade. That was huge.
Absolutely. At first I thought, wait a minute, there's probably a reason the Giants got rid of him, and it turned out it was because they couldn't afford to keep him, or they didn't know. It was pretty much management incompetence.
Yeah.
But the fact that all the other players wanted him here, and he could still be that piece we needed, I was all for it. I was skeptical about him and what he could do, but at the same time, I still wanted him because I knew that was a piece we still needed to get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's just our defense has no excuse. We have no
No,
excuse. We got all these players. Jonathan Gannon's under the most pressure, I feel like, over Jalen Hurts.
right? Yeah, but here's the thing: I want them. They need to start. They need to play those wide receivers tighter, especially against Dallas, because that's how we always lose to those fuckers.
Yeah, it is.
That's how we always lose to them because we're always back. So us being back so far off plays into Dak's strengths, and they always
Mhm.
play our receivers tight, which is one of Jalen's main weaknesses.
It is. It definitely is. It's that, his timing, his
And no,
accuracy.
that is not me. And no, that is not me downplaying Dallas getting their W's. That's just how it goes.
It is how it goes. Yeah, you gotta be realistic at the end
I'm
of the
not. I'm
day.
not saying that. I'm not saying. I mean,
Yeah,
there's. I mean, some are so sure of themselves that we will wallop them. I hope we do, but I'm just going to lay out a realistic reason why we would lose to them again. But I know how we could. I know why we would beat them. The way
yeah.
we would beat them is jam it down their, punch it down their throat early, and play those receivers tight. That's how you do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
And not to
basically.
mention that. Not to mention they lost arguably their best wideout.
Yeah. I mean, CeeDee Lamb. I don't know if he can fit the number one spot. I don't think
I
so.
think he could, but
You think?
he's definitely going to have his work cut out for him.
Yeah, definitely does. But I was actually watching this guy. I don't know if you heard of him by the name of Tom Grassi. He's a Packers guy, and he had the Eagles winning the division with 13-4. And I'm
Oh, that
like,
would be great.
that would
But
be huge, but I don't see that happening. I just don't see that
all I can
happening.
say is still smarter than Colin Cowherd.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of which, some of these, all I know is him. There was another guy. No, wait, the other guy's an Instagram poster that triggered.
Yeah.
There's Arlovsky. They're freaking clowns. It's like there was like I made a. I'm sorry about that.
You're good.
I made a community post a while back, and it was somebody that posted an all underrated team, and they had the nerve to put Carson Wentz on there. I'm like, that guy underrated? Get the hell out of here! He's one of the most. He is the most overrated QB in the league. Come on. I've never seen a player that's more overrated in my life. He's also got the most counterfeit resume in NFL history.
Mm-hmm.
His resume is counterfeit.
Yeah.
So, and I got news for people. Between 11-2 and getting injured, underachieving, and quitting, the latter is what he's going to be remembered more for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
what's up, AK?
I'm not that big. I mean, I like to just fly under the radar. But if I had the subscriber count of somebody like Philly 500 or Joey Shakes, I would like to believe that if I put out on a poll, what do you remember Carson Wentz more for, 11-2 or getting injured, underachieving, and quitting? I would like to believe that getting injured, underachieving, and quitting wins by like 85-15.
Yeah. I mean, hey, did you put it on Twitter? You put that poll on Twitter?
I did not put it on Twitter.
You should put it on Twitter because polls like that get a lot of buzz. Like, seriously. Like, AK's tweets, when it comes to the Eagles, they blow up. Like, he gets so many likes, I just don't understand it. But they get a lot of buzz. They do. I always put polls on my Twitter. So, give it a shot. And if that doesn't work, well. But, how did you feel about Jalen Hurts getting 25 on that QB list, Chris Sims?
Chris Sims is a freaking jabroni. I don't take anything that Hack says seriously.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, a few years back, me and PR were bashing the crap out of him on Twitter for something else.
Yeah, definitely. I don't care about that list. I don't.
Me either. People are making a bit too big a deal about it, but I'm not one of them.
Nah, neither am I. People make rant videos, lives, just going on and on about the stupid list. I mean, we know how good Jalen Hurts is and how he could be. We know that.
Right.
So it's just like,
for me, it's keyword could be. But some of those guys that were ranked over him, I'm like, come on. It's like, he's better than them. Was he a top 10 last year? Hell no. But there were definitely guys that he should have been ranked higher than, but whatever.
Yeah, definitely. What is up, Awesome Sports? What is up? How's your Commanders? But yeah, it's just freaking crazy how this whole thing is going.
Yeah, like I said about hating Washington the most. I have nothing against Awesomeness Sports. I think that's a fan.
Yeah.
The thing is, I got nothing against too many of the team's fan base. I don't have a problem with them. My problem is the organization.
Yeah.
Even some of them, even they will agree that Dan Snyder belongs in prison.
My Washington Commanders.
The thing with Washington, the thing about Dallas, the thing I hate about Dallas is I hate their fans. But with Washington, I hate the organization, and I hate Washington more.
Yeah.
And not far behind either one of those teams is the Purple Freaks.
Right.
Minnesota Vikings. RPF back in 2018 coined them the Purple Freaks because everybody was so sure they were going to go to the Super Bowl and host it in their home stadium.
Yeah.
Everybody was so sure of themselves they were going to win that. I mean, they were advertising Vikings first place in the Super Bowl before the NFC title game was even played. They were talking about the stadium invasion of them doing that stupid dance on the Rocky Steps. The campaign to bring almost 100-year-old super fan to the game, so you can watch them go to the Super Bowl, all that stuff, and it all blew up in their face.
Exactly. And RPF, actually, I've talked to RPF a lot now, like time to time, and
Absolutely.
he's a good guy. I like him. But for me, what he said is that Chris Sims' father played for the Giants for like his whole career. So of course he's gonna have Daniel Jones over Jalen Hurts.
And I think Chris Sims was a backup for the Giants at one point in his career. Mm-hmm. He's more known for being a backup to Brian Griese with the Buccaneers.
Yeah, that's basically what he's known for. So for me, it's just like you weren't that good, so I don't respect. I mean, I respect your knowledge of the game, but then when it comes to rate lists like this, it's just like you're only doing it for clicks. Like
pretty much. That's one thing you have to understand about these media personalities. They're all in the clickbait business.
Right.
They're all in the clickbait business. They're all in the get as many people riled up as possible. They're always going to make sure they have they probably purposely make sure to have a disagreeable list just to get kind of attention.
Yeah. That's basically
one of the reasons why I don't get into it so easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The one quarterback I can't stand is Trevor Lawrence. To me, he's overrated. I can't stand him. I just can't. It's just like I don't think he's that good. And
I have no issues with him really. I have no issues with any other QBs for the most part. It's mainly Wentz I want to see fail more than anybody else.
Mm-hmm. I can agree with you on that. 1,000%. Can you imagine if he gets traded again after this season? Can you imagine that? That'd be hilarious.
Can you imagine on top of that, choking in yet another winnable game and preventing and somehow managing not playing a playoff game and get traded to your second team in 2 years and somehow still be hyped up to be anything? This is what I'm talking about. You'd think after losing to a 2-14 Jacksonville team and the week before that, losing a very winnable game to the Raiders where Derek Carr had 2 interceptions at home. Under normal circumstances, you would think to yourself, well, there goes the Carson Wentz hype. There goes any talk of him doing anything. And then they turn around and go right back to it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And Frank Wright actually apologized for bringing Carson Wentz in. He apologized.
Yeah, I know. Jim Irsay wanted nothing to do with him. Of course, Irsay is a douche in his own right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, he's no spring chicken by any means. I mean, he's already wasted 2 prime QBs in Manning and Luck, but he's definitely correct here.
Yeah, he is. So, do you have Jalen Hurts above Carson Wentz in the NFC East?
Hell yeah.
There you go. Some Eagles fans don't, and I'm like.
Oh, by the way, one thing I want to point out. I mean, I have talked about Jalen's turnovers here and there, but Wentz actually had more turnovers.
Yeah, he has.
The main difference is Jalen has less natural talent, and he was green. But the other guy has been in the league how many damn years, and he still has not added skills to that damn skill set?
No, it's honestly.
You definitely tell he has maximized what he could do with that skill set. Wentz, I mean. He still can't read the defense. He still throws pigeon-toed. He still throws off his back foot.
Yeah.
He got pretty much carried by Jonathan Taylor. And I don't think Washington has the same running backs that could carry him this time. Maybe they do. Maybe
They
somebody
got
will.
McKissick, right?
Maybe
I think
somebody can do something and carry him some more.
yeah.
Maybe
I'm gonna look at the depth chart right now. I'm actually curious on it. Oh, it's Gibson. Oh,
he's
I
not
mean, he
bad.
could. He's not bad at all.
But,
He could carry Carson Wentz. He
and
could.
here's the thing. And here's the thing. We're talking about a guy who said in the middle of the 2020 season. Let me say it again. In the middle of the 2020 season, make the claim that he was the same player he was in 2017. That is by far that tells me everything I need to know about the
Yeah, that's
you know,
basically.
and not to mention the way he carries himself the entire time. You know what that tells me? Winning doesn't matter to him,
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all.
and not to mention he's one of the biggest phonies on the planet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You could go to you could go to your local flea market and buy a knockoff Cunningham jersey, and even that would be more authentic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, here's the thing with Carson Wentz, too. Remember when we got Jalen Hurts, he was instantly working? Carson Wentz was hunting. He was
Yeah,
hunting and doing shit.
yeah. He didn't even try to freaking. He didn't even try to. He's never tried to get better ever. And that's the thing that people fail to understand is if you. It just sounds to me like he does not have an issue with his inability to get into the playoffs or his inability to even come close to that 2017 potential, which is fine. That'll be fine by me now because if he doesn't see the problem with his game and it's clearly there, if he doesn't see an issue with his inability to live up to that potential or get into or even get to play a damn playoff game, he's never going to get better because they say the first step to fixing a problem is recognizing the problem,
Yeah.
and he never
Getting that going.
does.
You know what's sad? We traded up to get him. I know it worked for the 1 year, and then after that,
Yeah,
it
we
went
got some of
downhill.
those picks back in subsequent years.
Mm-hmm. Like, we just traded up for him, and now he's just like, I think he's not going to do well. I really don't think he's going to do well. I mean, he does have Scary Terry. He does have Gibson. He does have weapons there. Like Dotson. They got Dotson. But
He also, yeah, but he had that in Indy too.
yeah.
I'm still mad to lose winnable games.
Mm-hmm. I
The
really
games that
think.
stick out the most are the second game against Tennessee, the Buccaneers, the Raiders at home, and of course Jacksonville.
That Jacksonville game was icing on the cake. It was
Oh
icing
yeah,
on the cake for me.
yeah. The week right before that was the Raiders at home, where Derek Carr threw 2 interceptions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's crazy. So, how do you feel about AJ Brown? How do you feel about that? You like that?
Love it. It also doesn't help that them and Jalen were already close prior to this, and that they used to train together in the off season even before we got him here.
Yep. Yeah. And the fact that we got him on draft night is just freaking ridiculous. Like, no one
Oh yeah,
expected that.
I
And
thought
we
we
gave him
goofed. I
nothing.
thought we goofed again,
Yeah.
but nope.
I mean,
Like right
like,
before we were about to make that pick, we were thinking like, what are we gonna do now? And then next thing you know, everybody was like AJ Brown, and they're like, hey, get the hell out of here. And everybody was going to check and see if it was actually true, and then it would.
yeah. I was
Whether it
on
be
a
the reactions from Joey Shakes at Philly 500 and the Philly Shakedown, or the Hiding with the Champs with Wary Hyde and EC1. That was the one I was on because it was on Wary Hyden's channel.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't be on. I couldn't be on there because I was working at the time.
Yeah. Like, for me, my reaction was priceless. It's actually on my channel still, and it was just like, my friend, he was in the car screaming, and I was like, wait, what's going on? I look at my phone, we got AJ Brown. And I'm like, what the hell? Just like, dude, that alone.
As soon as I saw it on the Eagles official page.
Yep. As soon as you see it.
I remember I initially was like, so much for getting to Kobe Dean. He was there, and then he decided to. And then next thing you know, we ended up getting him anyway.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I didn't think he'll fall down. I didn't think he'll keep falling.
No, he got it. That chest injury really bumped him down.
Yeah, that pec. So, yeah, people are saying that injury is nothing to worry about. People saying that it is. It's wait and see. But from what
I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be that serious, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know with any kind of injury nowadays. You just don't. It's like, it's crazy.
But luckily, this team faced less injuries with Sirianni at the helm. It was much healthier with Sirianni at the helm. That's already a step in the right direction.
Yeah, if only he can do the play callings right.
Yeah, that's a work in progress. I mean, he did turn it around during the latter half of the season. Granted, it was against a bunch of pushovers. By the way, that whole thing's going to get put to the test this year. Now you got the pieces to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you have your doubts on Jalen, you did right by him by at least giving him a supporting cast. I mean, even if he does still have all those damn weaknesses, at least you have the pieces to try to help him out.
Yeah. I mean, if we don't do anything this year, it's a big L. I mean,
oh yeah, there's a big red flag. Like, hold on, timeout.
Yeah. I mean, the only acquisition we got was AJ Brown on the offensive side of the ball. I know we did get Calcaterra. We do have Devontae Smith, and we got what is his name? That guy from the Colts, Zach Pascal.
Zach Pascal.
Yeah, we still got him. Okay, that's 2. I mean, is that still like something to get hype over, or should we like?
I think our receiving core is set, and I think the tight ends aren't going to be too shabby either. With the 2-man punch of with Dallas Goedert and Jake Stahl.
Yeah, for me, I'm not the biggest fan of the second tight ends. Like, I don't know if we should go out and get a couple or just let the Eagles develop like how we did years past. Like,
I think Stahl is incredibly underrated.
Okay. I mean, I need to see more out of him, but I like Richard Rodgers.
Obviously, Goddard is going to get the bulk of those grabs. Mm-hmm. He's probably going to catch the most passes of anyone in this offense. And I think either Sanders or Gainwell will be a close second. They'll probably still try to do it, even though Sanders isn't exactly a receiving back.
Nah. I mean, he's got to stay healthy first. I want him to stay healthy and not drop the ball. That's my gripe. Stay healthy.
Gainwell fits more of the bill as the receiving back.
Yeah, I really like Gainwell. So
the thing is, that's always been filled out these bread and butter. Those running backs who could do both of those things, could run and catch.
Yeah,
that's always been their bread and butter.
Especially the fact that we got an offensive line that's perhaps the best in the league.
Absolutely. I mean, you have. I believe Van Buren was dual threat like that. Mm-hmm. Montgomery, I think, might have been. I think he was.
Yep.
Westbrook certainly was, and McCoy was.
Yeah. It's just with the offensive line. Remember how Andy Reid will always go out and draft the offensive line? It was like we were known to have a great offensive line since like years.
Absolutely. And defensive line, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just like that's the most important thing because with the offensive line, as great as we have, can you imagine Saquon Barkley back there?
Yeah.
That'd
The
be
thing is,
scary.
those Penn State running backs never really pan out.
They don't. They don't.
And that's been a long history. I mean, you had like guys like Blair Thomas and Kajana Carter.
Mm-hmm.
The most successful Penn State running back is Larry C.T. Johnson.
Yeah. I haven't heard that name in a while.
He was a malcontent.
Yep.
Yeah, he ended up getting cut by multiple teams.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask this. How do you feel about the front seven? You like the front seven? Like
I do like the potential. I mean, you got our new draft acquisition in Jordan Davis, who is praised by plenty of non-Eagles viewers.
mm-hmm.
Even an Instagram shit poster by the name of Ghetto Gronk, even he was singing Jordan Davis's praises, and he usually roasts everybody. And he was singing Jordan Davis's praises. I mean, I did see a video of Fletcher Cox skipping OTAs, but a lot of veterans do that, so it's not really that big a deal. I mean, you got Brandon Graham coming back, and I don't know who else we have at defensive end, but I mean, the linebacking core, if everything goes according to plan, it would be the lineup of Nakobe Dean, Hassan Reddick, and I think TJ Edwards would still fill that third spot. I don't know. I could be wrong.
We got so many options there. It's like insane.
Absolutely.
Yo, what's good, Slay? What's good?
No excuse why they don't do anything this time. The only issue I really have is the penalty machine himself, but who they're probably going to give first team reps to.
Yeah. Derek, I just can't believe we got. I can't. You know why I think we did? Because of Ojabo. He got injured. So if he did not get injured, I really think the Eagles could have drafted him.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have Ojabo.
Although we made the right choice, we made the good pick with Jordan Davis, and I told everybody that they were drafting a defensive tackle, and of course, unsurprisingly, I ended up being right again. I mean, which was a good thing.
Would you want Kyle Hamilton? Because we're right there for him. We could have grabbed him.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded that either.
Yeah. No, he went to the Ravens. That Ravens draft. Oh my God. Linderbaum, Ojabo, Hamilton, and go on and on. They won the draft.
Oh yeah, they ended up losing Hollywood Brown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Arizona's going to be a damn handful. Although Murray's pretty overrated. Although in all fairness, he and Jalen are the same damn tier at QB. I know people are going to think that's crazy talk, but it might just be the damn truth. After all, they looked almost the same in the postseason.
I mean, yeah. And he doesn't play well without Hopkins. And he does have Hopkins in the beginning of the year. So
and now he's got Brown.
Yeah, but Hopkins is better than Brown.
Oh, yeah, that goes without saying. But even without Hopkins, they still have Brown in there. Maybe that would help it.
Mm-hmm. It just, dude, if he doesn't have the weapons, I know he has Ertz, or Zach Ertz, yeah. I know he has.
He's already done.
Yeah.
He's not the player he used to be.
They still got.
I mean, he did have that one big catch, but that's about it. That's all he pretty much had. I mean, he did do a few things here and there, but that's about it. Not really much to write home about.
And would you want to trade for Kyler Murray? If the offer was right, would you trade for Kyler Murray or no?
Hell no.
Nope. Hey,
No.
okay. People were telling me yes. People were saying
More
yes.
power to them, but
Would.
they would be disappointed in the end.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just like Jalen Hurts, we only seen him go to the playoffs once, 0-1. If he goes to the playoffs this year and wins the first playoff game, that's an A in my book.
That's already a big step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a huge step in this direction, like a huge freaking step. So,
but before I can even go anywhere of that, think anything like that, I got to see them play at least 5 games. 5 games is the correct sample size to make any real determination.
yeah, I respect that. I just need to see it. I need to see them on the field, not in the preseason. I need to see them on the field.
Right. The preseason doesn't really do it much.
Nah, it doesn't. I mean, with this schedule, how do you like our schedule this year?
Well, I do appreciate the fact that we get Washington pretty early. We get them early and late at the same time. I do appreciate that. We get Dallas pretty early too. And we get the Purple Freaks as our home opener. We better win that one. Yeah, the teams I want to beat the most besides Washington are definitely the Purple Freaks.
Yeah. I mean, the Lions, I can see us winning. I can see us winning the first 7 games.
I hope so.
I can see that happening.
But I feel like we rarely go 2-0.
Yeah.
But then again, we did do it in 2014 and 16.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I can honestly, I have us going at least 10-7 or 12-5. That's like my range.
To be honest with you, I think anything less than 10 wins is a failure.
Yep. I was just about to say that with the game.
Then again, I think I said anything less than 11 would be.
Oh, I mean, can we win the division?
But I think I said I'm pretty sure I said less than 10. I don't know. I don't know where I last said it, and I'm too lazy to go back and check. It wasn't on my own channel though.
Can we win the division with 10 wins? I don't think we can.
I think we could.
You think Dallas will get less than 10 wins?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think they could. I think they could go below 10 wins because they're some of the biggest underachievers I've ever seen. There are a lot of times where they had talent to really go the distance and they end up falling short. I mean, 2019 is a prime example. No way they should have lost the division that year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yet they have all the tools, yet they still find ways to fall short.
Yeah. I mean,
it also doesn't help that, although of course we're talking regular season here, but it also doesn't help that they're perhaps the biggest playoff chokers of the 21st century.
Yeah. They are. It's facts. I mean, you got to know that the ref has to have the ball first. Like, that's just common sense right there. You need to know that the ref has to have the ball in his hands before you snap. Like, Cowboys fans were telling me, oh, we could have won if the ref wasn't there. I'm like,
please.
Yeah. Like, come on, man.
How many times have they been there for? How many times have they been given games because they had the refs in their damn pocket? Looking at you, 2014 playoffs against the Lions.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It really is.
It's like no. That was an extremely winnable game. That last playoff game they were in, that game was more than winnable. I said that they were going to destroy San Fran in a landslide. And I believe they had the potential to do so, but they blew it.
There you go. Further AM says nice shirt.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, are you nervous with Jonathan Gannon at all?
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
There you
I
go.
don't trust him an inch.
Okay. I feel like a
But I
little
have
bit.
to. But I'm not gonna jump to any conclusion. I'm not just gonna nonstop bash the guy. I'm gonna at least try to give him a chance.
Yeah.
But if I start to see that team start to give up those record completion percentages, then I'm gonna start. Then I'm gonna get my axe again. Then we're gonna have the talk.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Jonathan Gannon has been getting head coaching interviews last year. So it's
I don't know
like,
how, but
I
either
don't
way,
either. So if he wants to become a head coach, he's going to want to do something. He's going to have to perform.
absolutely.
He's going to have to perform like there's no other. It's common sense. That's why I'm more nervous about the coaching than the players.
Facts.
Yeah. You know what honestly bothers me the most? It's delusional Eagles fans. You and I touched on this in the beginning, but it's just like, bro, like they can't do anything wrong. That's what they're saying. It's like, come on, man. We're gonna go 17-0. Oh, you ready for this? I was on the Eagles podcast on Monday. One of them said that Jalen Hurts is gonna be better than Josh Allen in a couple years.
I hope so. That would be great, but that might be jumping the gun.
Yeah,
And I had this talk with Wary Hyden the other day. I'm like, dude, he's not gonna throw 30 freaking touchdowns. It's not gonna happen. I said his ceiling is gonna be 23, but that's okay. That is fine. And as soon as I said that, that's when he started to see things my way.
Yeah, yeah. Ware Hines funny and he's a huge Jalen Hurts supporter, a huge one.
Oh yeah.
It's just funny how yeah, like people when you criticize Hurts, they attack you. Like I was
Oh yeah. There are plenty of Hurts apologists out there.
yeah, I was criticizing Hurts on the podcast and I was being attacked and everything. Like, bro,
Yeah.
I was just like this. I was sitting back. I'm like, you guys are proving my point. You're proving my point. I can't get my point
Absolutely.
across. You're proving it.
Yeah, it's almost as if like you set that trap and they just walk right into it.
Exactly. And I even, you know, that game last year between the Chiefs and the Bills, Mahomes and Josh Allen, like 7-7 touchdowns. And I was like, can Jalen Hurts do that? And they were like, not this year, but maybe no, not last year, but maybe this year.
Yeah, they're leaning. Yeah, of course, they're leaning on hypotheticals.
Yeah. And I also
When you start leaning and relying and depending on hypotheticals, that mean that automatically means you're in a losing argument. You have a losing case if you're leaning on hypotheticals.
yeah.
I don't need hypotheticals. I need results.
Exactly. I was like,
hypotheticals are going to get you nowhere. I mean, that was pretty much Wentz's entire career. Hypotheticals.
Yeah. That's
hypotheticals. Oh, he'll get back to that 2017 campaign. He never did. Came close. And never will.
Yeah, he never came close and he never will. Like, it's just crazy how they were like, he's gonna win MVP next year.
Or yeah, this year. I'm like, yeah, hold on that. Hold the damn phone.
It's like, bro.
I think that's either gonna be Burrow or Justin Herbert.
A lot of people told me Herbert. Herbert.
I think the Chargers are going to be the team to beat this year. I really do.
Okay, because I have the Raiders going out of that division.
I know. Josh McDaniels has proven he is incapable of head coaching.
Yeah, but he got
just look at his Thompson Fire stint in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
And it almost looks like the Patriots might be falling apart again because Judge is in charge of that offense. But watch him all of a sudden be good again at his job as OC of New England.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of the Raiders, remember how Derek Carr threw like damn near perfect against our defense? Like,
That's what I'm talking about. Like 80 freaking 5% completion percentage. I believe we set the record for highest completion percentage average allowed in the league last year.
if Wentz is MVP next year, I'll become a Washington fan for an entire year, LOL, which he won't, so I'm not worried. AK, you're right. I'm not worried about Carson Wentz at all. I am not. And
No,
why would they?
nobody should be.
No, I honestly, why would they even draft Sam Howell? They drafted Sam Howell, and they have Taylor Heineke,
When did
who I
they draft
like.
Howell?
Like,
If they
I
drafted
like.
him, if they drafted Howell, did they draft him late in the draft or early?
Yeah, I think it was late. Let me look it up.
If it's late, then it's not really that big a deal. Hold on, let me. I gotta take this. Let me just
Okay,
respond.
you're good. You're good.
Hold on, let me respond to this.
You're
It's not
good,
letting
man.
me.
If you want to leave and come back in, that's A-okay.
Luckily, I won't have to do that.
Howell was in the fourth, AK? Howell was in the fourth? Gotcha. I thought it was third, but yeah, I guess that's nothing to worry about, I guess. But it is what it is. But do you think I can honestly believe Taylor Heineke's starting? I can honestly see it.
Yeah, I had to. Crap.
You're good, man. You're good. Yeah, you're good. So, just honestly,
There we go.
you're good, man. You're good. So, Sam Howell was in the fourth round. They drafted Sam Howell in the fourth.
Oh, nice. We
So
got the
that
full
is,
screen now. I didn't see.
yeah,
I only saw myself for a little bit.
you're good. You're
Now I
good.
can't scroll. Now all of a sudden I can't scroll down. But it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, bro, they're becoming a quarterback factory. They are. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's. Although I have heard some stuff come out that the only reason why Howie's been has been kind of slow is because Lurie's meddling again. But I heard that in the last year or two he stopped meddling, which means he could start to do good stuff again.
Yep. They can start doing good stuff. Yep.
I mean, our RPF was the one that was mainly saying it, that people need to stop giving Lurie a damn pass, and that he was the real problem.
Yeah. He told me the exact same thing. He told
Oh
me the
yeah, I
exact
remember
same thing.
that. I remember that. He was on one of your shows when he did. I remember that tirade.
Yeah, he was on Derek Barnett.
Oh yeah, he re-recorded it on his own channel. The
I
one
was like,
one
dude,
of his
if you
previous
want it, take it.
ones.
Yeah. You know, something I love RPF. Like, I just don't understand why people can't stand them. I just don't understand that.
I can understand it to a certain degree, but I can never betray him for the simple fact that when I was down and out in 2019, when my ex girlfriend stabbed me in the back, RPF had my back the most
Oh shit!
out of everybody.
All
He was the
right.
one that I took like a multi-month long vacation.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, he's definitely one of those real guys out there, and I respect his opinion, but I don't understand why people just can't stand him. I just don't get it. That's just
I
me.
can understand it because he has that kind of personality where he's like he doesn't tolerate bullshit. He doesn't tolerate BS at all.
No, he doesn't.
That I will always respect, and neither do I. And that's why some people don't like me because I that's why I ended up sparking the attention of one Dion Scott Wilson Eason, if you know who that is.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember because I was DMing him back in 2016 and 17. He rarely responded on IG.
Mm.
One day I got caught in a Deserts chat back in 2018 saying that his takes were dog shit because he predicted the Eagles to go 0-6 starting the year, and we had just won the Super Bowl. And I thought that was one of the dumbest statements you could possibly make. He did make a fair point that I should have told him that straight up, and I even said that. But at the same time, I knew he's incapable of taking criticism anyway, so it didn't even really matter. I mean, back then I was so damn green.
Yeah. I mean, bro, I don't understand why people just can't stand other Eagles content creators, like don't have respect for other ones, even though we root for the same team.
Well, there are some. It has a lot to do with their personalities. It could also do with the way they carry themselves in certain situations. I mean, there are some that I don't really have much respect for, and there are some that I watch pretty regularly. Yeah. I mean, for there are other guys out there. If I don't watch your channels regularly, please do not take it personally. I'm busy most situations.
Mm-hmm.
I usually watch Joey Shakes and RPF for the most part. Sometimes Philly 500.
Yeah.
Desert's as busy as I am, if not busier.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah. And there's Eagles content creators out there that are paying for subscribers and stuff. I'm like, I can't respect that.
Me either.
I can't.
I mean, I only got I had 540 a couple months ago. Now it dropped down to 534, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I like staying below the radar because that means I can be what I want to be.
That is
not
true.
Not try to please. I'm not trying to please anybody because I'm not in that business.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I need to talk to him again. Like, seriously, I haven't talked to him in God knows how long. Oh, yeah, I have. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of Eagles content creators cannot stand EC1.
Me and him have patched things up in the past months. Does he say some outrageous stuff? Absolutely. Does he say some boneheaded stuff? Absolutely. But I do like the fact that he's pretty honest about how he feels about things. I mean, I do like the fact that he hasn't put up with quote unquote Stepfords either, a term that RPF popularized. EC1 can't stand Stepfords either, and I can respect that.
Yeah.
He is definitely overestimating the team's chances. But I'm going to give that a pass.
I mean, for what he said to me, maybe you've heard what he said about me, like in a live stream or something. I can't respect. So, for what he said,
I know you and him have had issues in the past. That I know.
Yeah,
it might have been. I don't know if it was the video of him bashing the Tennessee Titans, or it was the one of those where he was responding to Boys for Life.
It's one of those, but he said I was faking disability, and he was saying that he wished that I would restart my life. Yeah.
Be honest with you, yeah, that's a little. I don't know. I mean, if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, he said that it takes 2 to 3 years to fully recover from an ACL.
Ask Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I know.
But then again, Joe Burrow might be a special case. Yeah. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it takes less time than 3 years, but Joe Burrow might still be a special case. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you know who Dashy is, he kind of took offense to me saying that Herbert will be better than Burrow this year, but not by much. I didn't say he was going to be by much. I think it's going to be pretty close. I mean, yes, I'm well aware of the fact that Burrow was better last year, but I think Herbert will be the guy this year. I think the Chargers are going to be the team to beat. As far as the Titans are concerned, Well, they just got to see what if Malik Willis can be that guy, because there's a reason they got him. There's a reason they drafted Malik Willis.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're actually closing in on an hour. So I just want to say thank you for coming on, man. And just love to talk birds with you. And hopefully we could do it again soon, bro.
All right. I'm busy for the most part, but I'll let you know.
Yeah, yeah. Whenever you want to do something, hit me up.
All
I'm
right.
always free. All right, guys. Just make sure you hit that subscribe to Big D. Tell them about your channel and what you do, man. Just Eagle content.
Well, I do some other stuff. I mean, but I've been busy for the most part. I mean, I have another countdown list in the works that's non-Eagles that I've just been procrastinating on. I'm also been procrastinating on part 2 of a Carson Wentz burial because I didn't say enough in part 1, and I didn't want that vid to be too long.
Yeah. So yeah, go Birds, man. Let's freaking go. Make sure you guys subscribe to both of us. Hit that like, share it out. Every little bit helps. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night, guys.